Shore School. My goodness, it's hot at the moment, isn't it? I'm sat down by my pond and you can probably hear the traffic from the road a little bit more than where I usually sit, but it's a little bit cooler here. Today should have been sports day. A bit sad that we couldn't do sports day, but that's one of those things. But sports day comes and goes, and then I begin thinking about the following year and thinking about next year. And the teachers in school today and the helpers in school have been thinking about next year, because we've begun to talk about getting classrooms ready. And it occurred to me that some of you aren't sure which class you're going to be going to and who will be your teachers when you come back in September. Some of you know, but some don't. So just so that we can be sure, I'm going to tell you. So the new children coming into school are going to be with Mrs. White until Mrs. Cheeseman returns from her maternity leave, and Mrs. Vines will still be there looking after them, and Mrs. Lanigan as well. Current reception children going into year 1 are going to be with Miss Cotton, and Mrs. Early is going to be with them as well, and they're going to be in a slightly different classroom. So they're going to be in the classroom where the year 2s currently are. Current year 1s, you've got Mrs. White at the moment, are going into year 2 with Mrs. Harris and Mrs. Evans and Miss Ladner, and they're going to be in the classroom they're in already, but it looks very different. We've given it a coat of paint, and tomorrow morning, very excitingly, year 1, year 2 and year 5 classrooms are all getting those smart new interactive boards, so they will be ready and waiting for you when you come back. So year 2s are going into year 3, and Mrs. Rodeck, Mrs. Martin Hall and Mrs. Richards will be working with you. Year 3's going into year 4, Mrs. Burke, Mrs. Clark, Mrs. Newman and Mrs. Wareham. Year 4's going into year 5 will be with Mrs. Keane and Mrs. M, and year 6's, year 5's going into year 6 will be with Mrs. Player, Mrs. Dobson and Mrs. Galloway. And all of those children in Key Stage 2 will be in the classrooms you're expecting to, in the classrooms where those year groups are at the moment. So nice to think a little bit about next year and moving on with our education. So news from reception class this week. This week in reception class, some children have been learning about healthy food. Eva made some healthy fruit kebabs and wrote 4 instructions on how to make them. Oliver sorted pictures of food we should eat lots of, eat sometimes and eat a little bit of. Following learning from the website, lots of children have been learning about animals, and Eva wrote some sentences about sea turtles, Peter wrote some sentences about snakes, and Toby wrote some sentences about elephants. Athena made fat balls to feed the birds in the garden, and she also started to make a book about her new kitten Anna. Edward tried to draw a barracuda. He also did some research about dragonflies, which he saw on a walk, and a wood mouse skull, which he found in the garden. Daniel has been learning about wild animals. He made a model of a lion habitat and wrote some sentences about a tiger. He also used salt to make a crocodile painting and make a giraffe bookmark. Amy helped her dad to build a hutch for the pet guinea pigs that she's getting next week. Jacob did some writing in the style of Dear Zoo to ask his mum for a guinea pig. In his writing he explained that he would call the guinea pig Sam and give it food and water to look after it. Lots of children from reception class have been exploring their own ideas in their learning and trying something new. Myla is learning how to swim with armbands in her big paddling pool. Athena tried drawing a sea turtle on her tablet. Alexa explored paper sculpture techniques to make a sculpture of 2 people riding on a slide. Amy tried eating smoked mackerel and she liked it. She's been growing sunflowers and chili plants and sent a photo of how healthy they were looking. Oliver has been getting better and better at being able to ride his bike without stabilisers. Oliver's also been writing longer words by hearing, saying and writing all of the sounds, and did some research about Buckingham Palace. Alexa has done Joe Wick's workout every morning with her brother Lewis to do some great exercise every day. And Toby has started to write a diary. He wrote some sentences about his walk to the pond where he saw swans, magpies, robins, seagulls, ducks, and a man in a canoe, and a man fishing. Peter completed a picture to make a labelled diagram of a plant and took time to colour it in very neatly. Children from reception class are still practicing how to write letters and numbers correctly and are trying to get better and better at this, and lots of children are practicing their reading every day on Bug Club. Myla's been trying hard to remember and read the rainbow words. Her mummy says she's now much better at recognising and reading words in books. Peter's been practicing to write on the lines, and his mummy says she's got much better at writing. Jacob has been writing words by sounding out and using his Phase 3 mat. His mummy says he's got much better at this by practicing every day, and he even helps his older brother to sound out and spell words. Well done everyone for all of the new learning you've done this week, and well done for practicing and getting better and better. Brilliant mission sure values there. Venus class. Well, the weather has been incredibly good to us so far this week and has encouraged many of the class to venture outside for their learning. I'm glad to hear it. Grace has been discovering the beauty of our country's natural fauna, and she visited Westonbirt, climbing trees and appreciating nature. Max has been learning to play golf and perfect his hole-in-one. Kindness and fun. Nell has created a raffle that they're going to do with all the neighbours tonight to help celebrate the NHS, clapping to say thank you to all the frontline workers. This week, the children have learned about animals and researched the information needed for home learning and are writing some fabulous non-fiction. Commendations go to Samuel for incredible non-fiction organisation and working incredibly hard to improve his handwriting. Louis W. for his effort in researching the fox, Robin for fabulous note-taking to support his longer writing, and Hattie for adding a great detail to her notes about Snowy Owl. Rainbow and Sunshine Bubble classes have been creating magic spells. Watch out for the product of the spell coming home at the end of the year. And I've just been visited by Luna the dog. Hello you. You want to get involved, dude? You? Say hello to everybody. There we go. She's growing up very fast. Off you go. Good girl. On to year 2. The news report from year 2, general news reports. We've got Dylan, who's been making fat balls and growing cucumber plants. I presume the fat balls are for the birds, Dylan. Isabella made and painted a pot. Martha made a bird feeder and a happiness poster. Tobias made rock cakes, and Ewan's been learning about caterpillars. Maya's made a superb 3D rabbit habitat and Salt painting a lizard plus reading. Tobias has used super descriptive vocabulary to describe his fox. Dylan has been researching a sea turtle. Molly's been reading Roald Dahl and pushing herself to learn extra times tables. Isabella making an animal collage out of nature. Ruby S finding fantastic facts about mice. Eva taking pictures of a wide range of expressions for her emotions chart. And Noah made a poster about wildlife conservation and worked hard on his diary entry. And Georgia worked hard to make a clock. Well done to year 2. Now I realised when I sat down to do this that I hadn't printed out whose birthdays it had been this week, so apologies. We'll still sing you happy birthday, you know who you are, so we'll say happy birthday to all of you when we sing. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to all of you, happy birthday to you. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Don't worry, I'll still remember to send you a little birthday message by email like I have been doing for all the birthdays. On to year 3. There's still lots of hard work going on in the Homes of Jupiter class, and we're very proud of you all. We'd also like to say a huge thank you to for all the supportive messages that we've received from the families of Jupiter for the kindness and support that we're giving to you. We'd like to give families a huge thank you for sending us the learning so we can celebrate all the successes. The children have been enjoying seeing everyone's learning, which wouldn't be possible without the dedication from the parents of Jupiter. Thank you. Marvellous Maths. Year 3 have worked together to create wonderful times table video. It was so lovely to see their smiling faces and their groovy moves. Jupiter class are busy getting their votes in, so next week you can find out who had the grooviest moves. Moving on from fractions this week, Year 3 have been looking at statistics and data handling. Lots of children have produced super bar charts. We've been particularly impressed with Branwen, Max and Jaden's examples. Branwen has been creative with her learning this week. She went to Longleat and has created a great bar chart to show all the animals she saw. Charlotte's been working hard on her times tables this week and did some brilliant fractions work. Lucy has been practicing her mathematical skills, so well done to all of you. Some wonderful writing. Literacy has still been focused around the clip Saw, which many children have really enjoyed. Freddie wrote a thoughtful letter which was well organised using the important information from the film. Flynn wrote a great Sankane poem about chocolate, and he made sure he had the right number of syllables in each line. And Fraser published a lovely poem about pandas. He's clearly spent a lot of time on it. And brainy bookworms this week are, for using Bug Club, Emily, Elliot, Ralphie, Fraser, Caitlin, Evie, Freddie, Jaden, Max, Flynn, Seth, Joseph, Harrison, Finley, Kaylin, Hugo, Poppy and Harlin. And a special mention this week, Kaylin read really well with Mrs. Wareham. Super reading, Kaylin, well done. And other news from Year 3. When we spoke to Harrison this week, he was busy supporting his sister with her maths, so what a lovely, kind big brother. Many children in Year 3 have started carefully meeting with friends. It's so nice to see people in real life. Re-establishing friendships and connections is important for everyone, but the best thing to hear about Jupiter is that they're going to places where there's space and they're playing games which give everyone space. Those skills are the best skills to end our Jupiter report with. Well done, Team Jupiter. So, Year 4, Saturn class. Before our news report, a huge shout out to Violet and Isabel. Happy birthday to both of you. After such a lovely week, weather-wise, a lot of Year 4 have taken advantage of this, like a lot of the rest of the school, and they've ventured outside to do their learning, and even Mrs. Burke has been out and about on her bicycle. Marios has been walking his nanny's gorgeous dog. Jago went fossil hunting on Charmouth Beach, showing us via picture text a face of happiness. Marley's been having fun in his paddling pool after working hard at school. Violet's been going for walks and roller skating with her sister. Vinny's riding his new bike around Melksham. Elliot's been having a great time working on a pond project with his dad. Maybe he'll be a David Attenborough of the future. All his hard work was followed up by the most amazing PowerPoint presentation, which was very informative. Colouring, painting and drawing are wonderful ways to help us relax and feel calm, which is exactly what some of us have been doing. Elliot's produced some stunning artwork on purple mash, which has been put on the Saturn class notice board. Lewis has been painting outside with his sister. Freddie sent us pictures of his hand-painted handprint animals, which was part of the learning project. Oliver made a collage using greenery and other natural items he found in the garden, and Marios made a 3D flying machine and sent instructions on how to make it. Bug Club champions this week are children who've read the most books during lockdown. In third place with 31 books is Lara. In joint second place with 32 are Jacob and Melina, but the superstar who comes first is Thomas, having read a total of 36 books during homeschooling and passing his comprehension test to move up to the next level. Congratulations and well done to all. Our musicians are still committed and putting in hours of practice. Jade sent a beautiful video of her on the keyboard, followed by a stunning smile to show how proud she was of herself. And Jago's been working on his piano pieces too. Lewis is still enjoying his drumming. Melina is feeling more confident on the piano and even playing duets with her sister. Sophia and her mother are working together to teach themselves how to play the classical guitar, and she's even having an attempt to songwrite. And a huge thank you goes to Leo for making Mrs. Clark so excited. He was able to amaze her by discussing facts about acute, obtuse and right angles using brilliant vocabulary. Well done to Leo. We were sent a great picture of Marios learning chess, such a useful game as there's no language barrier, plus it can be played outside. Anna's mum emailed a piece of Year 5 literacy writing that showed us how well Anna is able to push herself even amid unusual times. Jago has recently discovered his Warrior Cat books and has listened to 5 of them back on Audible. He's now treated himself to a real copy thanks to Amazon and Nanny. Jacob showed us some of his work that he's been doing on the BBC Bite Size. Lewis and Marios achieved a certificate from Joe Wicks for completing every session, 13 weeks, and had lots of fun every morning. Wow, that is dedication and a wonderful habit. It's a real joy when we receive emails of the fun things you've been doing. Thank you from Mrs. Burke, Mrs. Clark and Mrs. Newman. Moving on to Year 5. Despite this week's heat wave, Uranus class have continued to approach life with vigour and vim. Year 5's news tells a fantastic story of learning in all aspects of life, and this week's news will focus on those learning experiences. Amélie Bonneau brought the south of France to her back garden in the shape of a 10-foot pool. Sounds like a great idea to me. Ralph and family have enjoyed fossil hunting and even found a dead ray. And he's been doing a great job of tending to growing his crops in the garden. His next task is to learn to cook with these homegrown ingredients. Speaking of cooking, Alice Wilkins has learned how to make homemade pesto, and her pesto pasta looked delicious. Jasmine treated Daddy with some rock cakes and has been testing out different smoothie recipes. If anyone needs their pond fixing, then just give Ava a call. She spent a couple of days helping her papa clear out before they returned the fish to their non-leaking pool. Seren and family took a trip to Safari Park in Longleat, and Seren counted the animals, then crossed a bar chart of her findings. They also had a very soggy night camping in the grandparents' garden. A leaky tent really is no fun. Zach has been learning about magnets and making an electric motor with his granddad this week. I wonder what they're planning to build. Rosie was surprised to discover that the river was really cold at the weekend, but she still braved this and went in for a little paddle. If you need to learn how to make an origami fox, then she's your go-to person. Always one to demonstrate kindness, Aidan helped his little brother Toby out with his phonics learning this week by playing tricky word bingo. I wonder who won. In Bug Club news, a huge well done to Leighton, Jasmine and Olivia, who've all started to really pick this up and have been scoring well on the quizzes. Other Bug Club stars include Alice T, Aidan, Isabel, Rosie, Alice W, Ava, Seren and Ralph. Keep up the amazing effort. Well done. And last but not least, news from Year 6. We've been enjoying the wonderful weather in school and playing socially distanced tennis and football using tape for a net. The children have been painting and decorating fantastic creatures from the land of never believe. Alfie W and Hayden both demonstrated creativity with their thought-provoking drawings. Math has been a recap of shape and angles, and Alfie S showed really hard work when he excelled himself in every lesson. Well done. Poppy's continued to work hard at home, completing all the tasks she's been set. And Paige and Ricardo both showed hard work with their continued efforts in their reading. We can really see a difference. All the Year 6 in school are working hard on their contributions for their virtual leavers service. Keep it up, everyone. Wow, what a lot to celebrate. Really, really good. So as always, let's finish with a prayer. It's a prayer about summer and a prayer about drifting like a seagull. Let's pray. Dear God, let me drift like a seagull up in the summer sky, feeling the air grow golden as the sun rises high. Let me drift like a seagull out on the sea so wide, feeling the ocean moving as the moon pulls the tide. Let me drift through the summer down by the ocean shore, resting in God's creation, now and forevermore. Amen. And so that's the end of our assembly. Look out over the next week or so for your teachers sending you some information about an exciting project we're going to do in school. We're thinking about how we can put together a time capsule which we'll bury in the school gardens somewhere, just to try and think about this time that we've had, and then maybe some children in the future will be able to rediscover it and see what our thoughts and feelings have been. So look out for that coming to you at some point during the week. Apart from that, have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.